Yo YouTube, what's up? I'm Tim. I got Chris with me today, and we are talking about a huge MLB issue. Bud Selig, the man who was too lazy to put in instant replay. When he was asked the other day if he would consider adding teams to the MLB playoffs, he said that he is open to the idea and that they are the only sport with 4. Would you like this idea?
Well, I would kind of like 4 teams. I just like, the playoffs short. I think they're kind of long already going into November. But, I like 4 teams. I'll keep it short. I wouldn't add any right now. But we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I see the point that people make with that maybe it would get some of these small market teams into the playoffs. But the bottom line is that would take away from being in the playoffs. Getting into the MLB playoffs is huge because it takes a lot of work. You got to basically win 90 games unless you're in AL West or one of those divisions that usually isn't very good. But I think it takes away from being in the playoffs. Also, I think the format would be you'd have 6 teams in, and the first 2 teams would get in, or the best 2 teams would get an automatic bye into the playoffs, and then the other 4 would play 1-game playoffs to get into play the other teams. I don't like that idea very much because I don't think a team that goes 91-71 should have to go against a team that goes 86-76 for a playoff spot. And you being a Yankees fan, you're in a tough division. Would you want to see the Rays, Red Sox, and Yankees in the playoffs?
Well, I think it would be good, like the 3 teams in, but just having almost an entire division in the playoffs, taking up almost all the American League, it's just, I don't know, I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, and I think it would take away from the regular season. Like, the Yankees, Rays, and Red Sox have been fun to watch this year because it's been such a good race. Obviously, for the most part, I think we've known most of the year the Red Sox weren't going to win. But if you're going to let all 3 of those teams in, I just don't see much of a point of playing the regular season. I think that if you're going to let 3 teams from one division, then that's silly. It works in the NFL because the NFL is such a big fan base. In baseball, people are already complaining that the playoffs drag into November. I don't think they need to add anything more on. And Bud Selig needs to go worry about instant replay and stop worrying about his statue they're putting up in Milwaukee because he hasn't done anything to deserve a statue. And I don't know. I just don't understand what runs through Bud Selig's mind. This isn't going to happen, at least not in the Bud Selig regime. But just the thought that they're bringing this up and he won't put replay in first is silly to me. I'm Tim. He's Chris. This is Cash Kelly and AC Sports Report. We'll catch you guys later.